Hello and welcome back. It's Friday the 1st of December and I've just come on here today to tell you about a new service that I'm offering called Self-Marketing Insights. I think you might remember if you saw my last video, I told you that I'd been contacted by somebody on Twitter, Twitter friend, whatever one of those is, and they had asked me to help them with marketing their self-published books. So I had a look and I said, are you okay with honest critique? And they said yes. So I gave him my thoughts about his covers, about his titles, about his descriptions, and about his opening scenes. And so he took this and asked for some more help. So I gave him a bit more help, and then said, well, could you give me some examples? And I said, well, we've got to be. It's I'm spending a bit of time doing this. I don't mind that, but there comes a point at which I have to earn some money somewhere. So he said, oh, I'll pay you. So he paid me, and I produced an 8-page report at this stage on his self-published books. And then I started thinking, this is a service that could be offered to other self-published authors, because I've seen in the past people have posted online things like, my books aren't selling, what can I do? And you look at the book and you think, well, the cover's awful for a start. So you've really got to, you've got to look at all aspects of how your book is perceived by a potential reader. So what is Self-Marketing Insights? Self-Marketing Insights is being launched in January, on the 1st of January 2024. It's now in pre-launch at a special price. So if you go to my website, gerald-hornsby.com, and under Author Services, you'll find a page on exactly what Self-Marketing Insights is. And basically, there are 3 phases to my work. First, I examine categories and keywords for best placement. So not all categories are financially beneficial. Sometimes there are not many sales and a lot of competition, or vice versa, and it's difficult to know what's going on and what your competition is like. But there's a service I use which tells me that, down to categories and subcategories. So I can look at that, and I build the first part of the report around that, and what category the author has chosen, the keywords they're using in their publishing data, and things like that. So that's the first thing, just to make sure that the book is in the right place on the Amazon Kindle website. So phase 2 of the service is where we look at the book's title, the book's subtitle, and it's important to use that subtitle, and I explain why in the report, and also the pricing, because a high price could put off potential buyers. Similarly, a low price could put off potential buyers too, because they might think, well, this is too cheap. It's not very good quality. So there's those discussions that go on, and it's all about the competition in your genre. Phase 3 of the service is what we call the bookstore browsing test. So what you have to do, you have to think of somebody, a potential buyer and reader, coming into a bookstore, bricks and mortar bookstore, and they say they want to buy a crime book, find a new author. So they go to the crime section, and they look at the crime section, and they go past all the famous authors that they know and have heard of and maybe read, and they come across an author they've not heard about. So they think, oh, who's this? So what do? The first thing you do is pull the book out of the shelf and look at the cover. The cover is vital. It's the first thing. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yes, do, because that's what people do. Hey, I don't make the rules. Those are the rules. The next thing they do is they turn the book over and read the blurb on the back. Now, the blurb and the description are similar, but do different things. The blurb is on the back cover of a book, so it's a shorter description. The description on the website, on Amazon's website, is much longer. You've got much bigger space to describe. So it's almost like a mini synopsis, really. But then it's got to grab the readers. The characters have got to sound interesting. The plot has got to sound interesting. And you've got to add a bit of intrigue there to really grab them. And the third part is when they've read the back cover, they turn the book over again and read the opening couple of paragraphs, maybe a page or two, something like that, because they want to see how they're going to enjoy the author's writing. And again, it's absolutely imperative that you grab the reader. You know, there are all sorts of rules for writing, like don't open with a weather report and things like that. Don't open with somebody opening their eyes in the morning and that sort of thing. There's all these rules, but the principal thing is you only have a minute, 15 seconds, who knows, but you have a very short amount of time to get the reader to think, oh, I like this book, I'll buy it. So that's phase 3, the bookstore browsing test. All in all, it's a 8 to 10 to 12 page, depends, report per title. When the service is launched in January, the price for this will be £100. It's quite a lot of work. There's quite a lot of work in doing the analysis, finding examples, and producing the report, editing it and whatnot. So that's £100, but in pre-launch, so between 1st of December today and the end of December, the price is just £75. So that's a 25% discount. I just worked that out in my head. So if you think this might be, if you've published a book and your sales are disappointing, or you're ready to publish a book and you think, before I actually click on publish, I'll get some feedback from someone who's been around self-publishing for a long time, has studied sales and studied the psychology of selling and buying, marketing in my previous careers. So that's a service I can offer to authors who maybe don't understand what makes people buy. And so there we are. So I just thought I'd introduce that service to you. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep you updated with other stuff that's going on in my writing life. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's just smarten that up. That's better. Right, start again, Gerald. I introduced... no. This is starting again. Where? So that's the second part of the bookstore browsing test. The third part is... No, this is rubbish. Scrub again. I'll be back soon with more stuff. Describe. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Just carry on rolling. No, scrub this. Not going to tell it. Not going to give the whole game away. This is a bit tedious. So